Hey there, this is to David at ThePursuitBlog on the question, why do you believe what you believe? Now, I'm an atheist, but I think the question is too often phrased as, why are you an atheist? That's a statement of what I don't believe. It doesn't really get us to what I do believe, which I think is something that's often overlooked in dialogue between atheists and theists. So I'd like to outline for you here what I do believe, what my moral compass is. Now, I am an existentialist, philosophically. That's Jean-Paul Sartre, Simone de Beauvoir, that school of thought. So, in essence, existentialism is a atheist, or at least a deist kind of philosophy, beginning from the premise that you don't have anyone to answer to except for your own conscience and your fellow beings. Not just the consequences of your actions, but how you feel, your conscience, how you define yourself and how you are defined by the world around you. That is the moral compass. What's critically important in existentialist thought is the concept that we are defined by our actions, that you can talk all day long about what you believe. You can even feel it. You can expound upon it. You can revel in the marvels of what you believe. But if it doesn't inform your actions, if it doesn't dictate and define your actions, then it really has nothing to do with you, with who you are. Existentialism posits that if there is no one else to answer to, there is no supernatural force that will come in and set us right, no deus ex for our own lives, then it is incredibly important, it is critically important that we act how we want. And this is a higher moral imperative. You can say if you want to behave like an animal, then you can. By this philosophy, you would have the license to do so. But you would be defining yourself as just an animal. And the history of humanity, looking at our predilection for philosophies and institutions, such as Christianity, shows that we yearn for something higher, that we want something higher. Existentialism posits that we have to build whatever that higher imperative is going to be. And it has been part of our history to do so, and it will continue to do so. So understanding that, accepting those premises, we can feel confident, at least I feel confident, in being able to have a moral compass and being able to do right without having to subscribe to supernatural or institutional beliefs. So that's what I believe. Now, how I got here is kind of a long story, but I'll keep it as short as possible because the point of this video isn't to give you my deconversion story. But I was raised Roman Catholic, and I was a quite religious child. But at some point in my life, I re-examined the beliefs, the religion. What I found was that I never really did believe in the supernatural. I had hyper-rationalized my religion. I'd hyper-rationalized my faith over my life. And when it really came down to it, I had purported to believe in God, but I believed in God as a intellectual, philosophical context. I really, at the core of my being, never did believe in the supernatural. And what got me out of my belief, what broke my Christianity, was when a friend of mine, who's a very sweet human being, but happened to be bisexual and fairly promiscuous with both men and women, that he died in a car wreck. And I struggled with the question of what happened to his soul. Was he in heaven? Was he in hell? And it wasn't something that I could really resolve in terms of the matrix of my faith. By the time that I had come to steadiness over the question, I had also come to the realization that I didn't really believe in faith. And believe me, I was scared of that, because I had been raised being told that without a solid foundation of Christianity, without a belief in God, an explicit belief in God, that then everything was on the table, that nothing could be counted on, and anything could be permitted. And so I went through a number of years, a period of time, really kind of scared that I was going to lose my moral compass, that I was going to turn into some kind of deviant, some kind of perverted, untrustworthy cad. And as the years have gone by, I have found that that really isn't the case. I'm the same person I ever was. My beliefs have changed, but my character hasn't, my personality hasn't. What I have done is found a way to, instead of rationalizing things I don't believe, focus on developing ideas I do believe. And in the meantime, I've continued to maintain a dialogue with those who do believe. And I think that that is just as important. So thank you for your video, and I hope that you appreciate this explanation. Take care.